Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something special for you. I created a seafood boil and I'm also pairing it with the lovely Bloves Life Smackalicious new garlic sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to prepare this beautiful tray of seafood along with Love Life's sauce. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, right now will be the best time to do so. If you love Love's Life or you love seafood just as much as I do, go ahead and give this video a like. I'll also put my reaction to how this tastes. I'll put the link in the description box. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with the ingredients for the sauce first. She says that you have to prepare this to get the best results at least the night before, but I didn't have that kind of time, so I kind of did it a few hours before serving and I just let it simmer. So I follow her recipe to the T. It's on the back of the Smackalicuious sauce packet, and it'll tell you all of the ingredients. Hopefully you find all of the ingredients. If not, you can go ahead and order them on Amazon. So let's get the sauce started first and then we'll work on the seafood later on. So first, the recipe requires you to melt 2 sticks of unsalted sweet cream butter. So I have my pan on medium low so I don't burn anything, and I'm gonna go in with a cup of minced garlic, give it a mix and just let it simmer. Next, I chopped 1 medium Spanish onion. She asked you to chop half, but I love onions, so I used the whole thing. After I let the onion cook down for a bit, I went in with about a half a cup of this pickled ginger that she uses. She requires more, but I was a little scared of overpowering it, but thankfully it didn't. So I just use a half a cup, but use whatever you like. Next, we're gonna go in and add the liquid. So we're just gonna add 2 cups of chicken broth. She says 1, but I knew I wanted it a little bit more liquidy, so I went in with 2 cups. So we let that simmer for a little bit, and then we're finally gonna add the Smackalicuious sauce packet. So just add that in there and give it a mix. Okay, so we're almost done with the sauce. We're gonna add 4 ounces of Sprite. Of course, I drank the other 3 ounces while this was cooking. So we're gonna give it a mix, and then the last ingredient we're gonna use is 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So I went in with the vinegar, gave it a mix. At this point, you're gonna just let the sauce simmer on low until you're ready to serve it. Or after you let it simmer, this is where you're gonna want to turn it off and then put it in the fridge for the next day. Sauce is done, so let's work on our shrimp. I add some olive oil, a couple tablespoons of minced garlic, and then I'm gonna just season it up with some Creole seasoning. You can put as much as you want, but I didn't want to over season it because of course I'm gonna be dipping this in the Bloves sauce. So then I also went in with a couple shakes of lemon pepper, then a generous amount of onion powder, gave it a mix. Then I added some paprika for a bit of color, gave it a mix, and then finally I put in some parsley because we're fancy, just to give it some color. Let's set that aside and work on our lobster tails. Okay, so now we have our lobster tails, and what I did was with kitchen scissors, I went ahead and cut it all the way down to the tail. Don't cut through it. Then I pulled the meat out and just kind of laid it on top so you can create this like beautiful restaurant style lobster tail. Then we're gonna season it up with, so I went ahead and put a splash of olive oil. I basically seasoned it the same way I seasoned the shrimp. So olive oil, Creole seasoning, lemon pepper, onion powder, and then I use this store-bought garlic butter. So I just used about maybe a tablespoon or so because these are small. They're about 4 ounces of lobster tail. So I just spread some on top, and then I garnish that with some parsley. So when the butter is all melted and it's all cooked, it'll have beautiful specks of parsley and shiny because of the butter. Then put it aside like the shrimp, and then let's work on the rest. So now I'm working on my sides. I have a bag of baby potatoes. So I have this beautiful peeler and scrubber from Rachel Ray that I'm going to use and scrub them clean because we're leaving the skin on. So in a big pot of boiling water, I have eggs, corn, and potatoes, and I just seasoned it up with that Creole seasoning and a lot of lemon pepper. Let it boil and worked on the rest. So some people usually add the sausage to the boil, but I love the taste of grilled sausage. So right here I have the Hillshire Farm smoked beef sausage. I'm just having them before I throw them on the grill. There's no need to season it or anything as it is already seasoned and a little salty. So just have them and throw them right on the grill pan. So we're gonna start cooking everything. Right now I have my sausage. Like I said, you don't have to season it or anything. What you're gonna do is just place them carefully on the cast iron skillet. Mine's is like a little grill pan. You don't need to put any oil or butter because it's gonna release its own juices. And after that, we're gonna cook the shrimp right in the same juices that the sausage left behind. So you'll get that smoked flavor on your shrimp as well. I just love those grill marks. Oh my God, they look so cool. So at this point, I'm gonna place the lobster tails in the oven for about 9 minutes. Okay, so now the lobster tails are in the oven. I'm gonna put some garlic butter on the pan where the sausage was cooking, and I'm gonna start cooking my shrimp. I did have to cook it in 2 batches because I had a lot of shrimp, but of course, do it accordingly to yours. So it'll take a few minutes. So as soon as the lobster tails are done, so will be my shrimp because the shrimp cook fairly fast. These are kind of bigger shrimp, bigger than extra large. So it took me maybe about 3 minutes on each side, and that's it. We were done. So now you see the shrimp are done. I just went ahead and garnished it. I add about just a slice of that unsweetened cream butter that I have from the Bloves sauce, and then I garnished it with some parsley. You see my phone there. I'm also recording this for TikTok, so you can now follow me on TikTok on Emely's Way. So go ahead and follow me on TikTok and like it. I did a faster version of the Bloves sauce on there as well, and I showed you the Seafoodboil. So yeah, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. You can now also follow me on Instagram at Emily's_way. There you have it, guys, my recipe for the seafood boil, and of course Bloves Recipe for her new garlic Smackalicuious sauce. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Like I told you, I'm going to be posting a video of me reviewing the sauce and eating, so like my first mukbang. So go ahead and check that out. I'm going to be posting that into the description box below. Thank you so much, and see you next time.